I remember the day like it was yesterday, the glare of my home economics teacher, Mrs. Carter, her voice cutting through the classroom like a whip. "You're hopeless in the kitchen," she smeared, eyes narrowing. I'd burned the cookies, split the sauce, and somehow managed to turn the simplest task into a disaster. That failure haunted me for years, a mark of worthlessness I carried deep inside. I was humiliated, betrayed by my own clumsy hands. From that moment, I vowed to prove her wrong. I spent every free hour in the kitchen, pouring my soul into every recipe, every technique, every mistake I could learn from. I devoured cookbooks, stayed up late experimenting, falling flat, getting up, trying again. I was determined to turn that failure into a future. Fast forward a decade, my culinary skills had blossomed. I opened my own small restaurant, and somehow I found my way onto a national cooking show. The journey was grueling, the competition fierce, but I thrived under pressure. My dishes told my story of struggle, resilience, and relentless drive. People loved my style, my authenticity. I was finally proving that failure was just the beginning of mastery. Then, one day I got the call, an invitation to host a special episode of the show with a surprise guest. When she stepped onto the set, my stomach clenched. It was Mrs. Carter, my old teacher. Her eyes widened with recognition, and suddenly, all those years of pain surged up again. She looked different, softer, older, but her presence still commanded the room. The cameras rolled. We cooked together, chatting about recipes, life, the importance of perseverance. I watched her eyes soften as I shared my story. How her harsh words had burned into me, yes, but also fueled my fire. "You've come so far," she whispered, voice thick with emotion. In that moment, I realized something powerful. I had turned my disgrace into my greatest triumph. Her skepticism had pushed me to prove that I was more than a failed student. I was a creator, a survivor. I looked her in the eye and said, "You once told me I'd never make it. Look at me now." The cameras captured that quiet victory, the moment when a girl who once burned cookies in a classroom, now hosting a show that inspired thousands. It was poetic justice. I had faced rejection, learned resilience, and finally returned to where it all began. Not to seek approval, but to show that failure is just the first step on the road to greatness.